by Sonic. Sonic has got amazing abilities to go off stage and just kind of handle you with things like spring, whatever you want. So it's really going to come down to how well SuperGirlKels holds Peckham in disadvantage.
So here we go, Peckham and SuperGirlKels to Pokemon Stadium. We go for game number 1, and yeah, this is SuperGirlKels, not exactly a conventional Sonic, as you might see. Obviously, there is an optimal way to play this character, and yeah, the #1 Wi-Fi ranking of Sonics, of course, the gentleman from the Dominican Republic would certainly indicate that. But Peckham is going to try to take down SGK however they possibly can, and I would imagine that would keeping Sonic at a little bit further range than they have been generally at this match.
Right now, Peckham's doing a pretty good job of doing that. We do see SuperGirlKels with the lead right now, just because she's getting a lot of these pokes with homing attack, doing a good job of doing that. And if you notice, like this, the chart we're going with Peckham right now, it's like they're throwing out their arms to kind of cover the ground. And if they ever see that, you know, Kels is trying to like find a, you know, thread the needle and come in, just covering that really well with just like the reverse nair. And Watt Nair is super good to do that because they get to stick to the same game plan. And if Kels overcommits in the bad situation, Nair is just gonna kill. Because one, Sonic's super light, and Watt hits like a truck. So this is a really scary strategy for Kels to get through, because it quite literally can get hit by one stray Nair and just die right now. Oh, there's fair.
Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was about to say something, but Peckham is going to respond, stretching the arm backwards and going to connect with the blue blur, and yeah, you know what? They go fast across the stage, and they go fast out of it as well. So that's going to be stock #1 for both of these very talented individuals who have made their mark on multiple brackets. But yeah, Peckham, his former Xanadu Online winner, has come in top 8s in tournaments like the Juice Box and TNF Pandemic Monthlies. Oh my gosh, yeah, seriously. And just in that Pandemic Monthly, by the way, beating individuals such as Beast and Raven King and Null, who they actually wound up Min dittoing in I believe Winners Final in that Xanadu that they wound up winning. So yeah, they know this character inside and out, but yeah, this is a different kind of monster that Peckham's been facing. Even though Peckham's been handling it relatively admirably thus far, as you just saw.
That was an amazing stall, by the way. If you notice, Peckham was about to get fared and then immediately up B just for that slight stall, because Kel's 100% committed to that fair right there. Okay, here we go. Gonna go and get the pokes going. We have the second form of arm on there where it's gonna shoot that super laser. So right now, Kels is one stray hit away from literally dying. Got to be super careful of this right now. Center stage is taken. Keeps on threading the needle over these arms with homing attack. Homing attack has been giving SuperGirlKels a lot of mileage. Great to see this right now. Okay, here he goes. See, jumps over the arms. Missed the opportunity. Forward smash is swung. Oh my gosh, this is going back and forth right now. Okay, there's the whip punish. See, that's the scary thing, is if you do landing aerials a lot against Min Min, if she clanks with one, clanks it out, the other arm is coming every single time. And as you saw earlier, we just saw, oh, there's the jump out of hit stun. This could be it. This needs to be it. Kels needs to make, oh, nope. There it goes.
She needed to make this kill 60 points ago, for being completely honest.
But... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, the spring?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that is it. One more spring for good measure, and Kels is going to have to make this happen one way or another. It's going to have to take out this Min Min with some cheekiness. I would imagine the spring would have to be part of it. The Megawatt is going to put a stop to all of that. Needed to be perfect, but there's only so perfect that you can be when you are kept at range by Min Min. Peckham takes it, and we're going and it's going up 1-0.
That was just this character really is just coverage to character, because like if you really watched, anytime Kels tried to ever like land from above on stage, it was just covered for free by just double hit buttons by, like, you know, the Ram and of course Megawatt, and it just constantly have to worrying about like, okay, if you're gonna land there, I could also just grab you and now I'm buffed all of a sudden, and if you do it again, now you have to worry about the smash attack Dragon Arm just blowing you to smithereens. It's a scary position to be in. Kels has got to be more consistent at dealing with him whenever he's off stage, because like as you saw how strong the spring is, that needs to like turn into like, you know, the main thing that she focuses on. What can I do to send him at that angle? Down throw's great for that. Like that angle that Sonic's down throw sends you as like at the kind of like straight down, so like you can immediately set up from that.
3, 2,
They're trying their hearts out as SuperGirlKels, and obviously this is a strange situation to be in if you are Kels, because you're used to being able to maybe keep yourself at range, but now you're kind of the one that has to get in. Luckily, you have the tools to do that if you're Sonic, because we're going to FD for game number 2. SGK picked the stage for a reason. Can you possibly glean into her thought process as to why that is?
So the thing is on a flat stage like this, Min Min kind of doesn't have to worry about you like jumping around on platforms a lot, because one of the biggest flaws to Min Min is that blind spot above their head. Okay, they normally cover it with things like up smash, like full hop to short hop nair, stuff like that. But when you have platforms, oh my god!
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the shield break, and that is exactly what Peckham needed after losing that stock on the F smash on the ledge.
So before the wildness happened, what I was saying was that when you have the platforms to stall on, that becomes a problem for Min Min a lot of times. Now she doesn't know the timing of when you're going to have to land.
See, that makes sense, and I guess just having platforms out of the way might help, just because, yeah, you know that Peckham can angle their arms up and not really have to put themselves at risk. That's obviously a big disadvantage for you if you wind up on top of them. You can't do your usual runoff nonsense. That's kind of a disadvantage, and SGK trying to take full advantage of the situation right now. Full stock lead on Peckham, and this could be the kind of signature win that could really help stamp this as part of their tournament run.
Min Min is definitely one of the strongest meta characters right now. We're seeing that right now because right now we see Min Min versus actually the strongest Wi-Fi carrier in my personal opinion. And the fact that, you know, Peckham is just honestly like shutting down Kels' game plan so well.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with that assessment, considering how many Sonics we have seen rise to prominence. I mean, obviously you have to be pretty good offline if you want to be good online. You have to have that sort of capability. Individuals like Blue Striker, who were ranked in Texas, #1 in the Rio Grande Valley, and SGK, who was ranked, I believe, in Montreal. You have to be pretty decent, and obviously Sonic.
Oh
but yeah, they're not the only ones. They've been making waves in top 8s all over the Wi-Fi world. Now it's Peckham who has to kind of prove that maybe Min Min is the king noodle here, and this is not the way to do it. Losing to Sonic on FD, which, granted, tough proposition already. It's hard to figure out though if you're Peckham, admittedly.
Yeah, right now, Kels has definitely found the answer and is starting to really abuse these blind spots I was talking about on Min Min, because she's also stalling different ways of coming in on Peckham, and is just kind of getting a lot of mileage on it, like spin dashing, catching landings, and just doing a great job of just kind of keeping Min Min in that really bad disadvantage state that the character has. Because if you're good at catching her landings and you're good at keeping her at ledge, like, you pretty much have answers to the matchup. It's pretty much how well can you keep Min Min at ledge, how good are you at trapping their landing, and how good are you at edge guarding them. And right now we're seeing all of those from Kels.
Still hanging around, trying to come through this Min Min, who I believe they're smashing from California. Oh my god!
It's someone doing a percent. I gotta know.
What a way to get yourself back into that from the West Coast with love, says Peckham, and SuperGirlKels all of a sudden is on their last stock. This Min Min refuses to quit.
Someone call the police. Somebody call the police. That was actual robbery, man. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I'm talking about. When the double jump is burnt and you have to land on stage, that can just happen, and you just gotta hold that.
That is just absolutely nuts. I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I just don't know how you get away with that. And yeah, I'm starting to agree with you. We're going to have to file something with the authorities on that. That might be a federal law violation. I'm not sure, but
it should be.
We're gonna have to check with the international courts, if we're being completely honest, considering where these two are situated. But yeah,
that's it.
Oh yeah, again,
with the
SuperGirlKels making that happen. And yeah, actually, you know what? Sometimes you live You live by the springiness, you die by the springiness. SuperGirlKels proving that with the ledge guarding on the spring. Very few do it better than her. And all of a sudden, it is drawn up at 1 apiece. But my goodness, did Peckham make that interesting.
I really thought that Peckham was bringing it back. I, honest to God, thought that was about to happen. That was crazy. But again, Kels just playing to her win objective of just abusing spring and keeping that character at ledge as long as possible.
Yeah, there you go. That was just unbelievable.
Okay,
really, just the advancing punches and you got the parry.
Okay. Oh my God! How is that okay, my boy? Hello. How is that okay?
I don't think anyone's saying it was okay. Like I certainly was not.
Bro, my Switch would be on eBay frame 1, bro. That would be it. I would have packed it up.
You usually like, all right, I'm playing with spirits now. Like, nah, bro. We're gonna just go over to Smashville for game number 3, and yeah, this is kind of an interesting pick for Peckham. I mean, I kind of get it. You want to be able to cover most of the stage, and I guess it helps when you make the stage smaller. But at the same time, I mean, what benefit do you see for Peckham here that SuperGirlKels just simply does not get? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I just keep saying it.
Just how much
Sonic does that sometimes.
It's mostly that Min Min just covers the whole stage, really. I mean, think about it. Whenever Min Min has center stage, they can swing out their arms. They have the platform above them to cover their blind spot that Trails has been like coming in on, and it just gives them more coverage to have that. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Wow, there you go. So like this stage is really good for Min Min because of that, but it can also be really bad because like once you get hit by a straight hit, the same thing can be said for Min Min. Min Min can't really land very well, has trouble getting up ledge, edge guard opportunities, all this kind of stuff can still happen. So you got to make sure that you play mid neutral super careful with this character when you're in this position, and just make sure you're really playing center stage properly.
And to be fair, Peckham seems like exactly that kind of person who. Pretty mindful of what they're able to do. SuperGirlKels is, in fact, going to just roll up into the ball and just knock Peckham out off of the top to get their first stock with this game number 3. 2 stocks apiece, and trying to pile on the damage is SGK, who, again, we're rolling through here. This Sonic from Montreal doing some decent work, and even though, SGK building up a little bit of a reputation as a competitor and as and just as a general personality in the community, it's a pretty good representative, all things considered. Then again, Peckham, not doing too bad either, making a name for themselves.
That, I don't know if you caught that, but one of the arms actually clanked out the spin dash and got punished. That is crazy to me. Like, the fact that there's so many things that Min Min has to answer to this character's kit. Like, if you're actually, like, the SuperGirlKels' whole strategy is to kind of, like, like I said, thread the needle and go into that blind spot over the arms, and that way she can, like, set up. But all these straight hits are not really adding up much. It's like, yeah, you're hitting Peckham, but, like, a lot of the times it's not really going anywhere. But then whenever Peckham gets one straight hit, like, you could just die, like we've seen multiple times in this set.
Yeah, and not successful with the ledge guard there, but yeah, it's really not super consequential. And Peckham right now is just kind of sitting in a really good position. This counter pick wound up doing really well for them, and yeah, I was kind of doubting it, but now that I'm starting to see it out in motion, I guess it's I guess you got yourself a point there, man.
It's scary, dude. Like I said, that's the thing what makes, in my personal opinion, that makes this character so top tier is that literally, like, if they play properly, they cover everything. Like, they have a good up smash to cover their blind spot. They have these arms to cover the ground. Like, literally the floor is lava. You can't land. And then if you, like, a lot of times whenever you're in this situation with other characters, you have to go to ledge, right? Well, now when you're at ledge against Min Min, good luck getting off of it. It's a really scary situation to be in, but then Spring don't care. So who cares? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's just an awareness situation for Peckham. You have to be ready on that tech. That's a rough way to lose a stock, but then again, it just cracks the door open for SGK, who's trying to get themselves into the lead here, and what a way to do this, potentially. But the Megawatt, again, just like in game 1, is going to shut the door on the hopes of SGK, and Peckham is going to go up by a score of 2-1. Just like that, SuperGirlKels on the verge of getting knocked out by this fighter.
It's like Kel's strategy isn't necessarily bad. It's just she's getting nothing out of it. You know what I mean? It's like she's getting in, she's threading the needle, she's hitting, but a lot of times the advantage state just isn't quite there. It's like she doesn't keep it going. So like it's really gonna have to come down to like how much mileage she can really get out of that whenever she does land these stray hits. She's doing a good job of landing them with homing attack. She's doing a good job of like feigning and everything like that with spin dash even. But if she doesn't capitalize on this more, like right now, it's very clear who the more consistent player is in advantage right now. So it's kind of scary. It's definitely looking kind of grim for her right now.
Yeah, and I can't imagine. I mean, maybe this is one of those situations where you just don't take. Maybe you're not able to take them back to FD. So if you're SuperGirlKels, exactly what is your plan here?
Like I said, it's mostly going to come down to how good are you at, trapping Mimin's landing, because Mimin has to commit pretty hard to land whenever they do. Like, they have down air, they have their arms and everything like that, but if you aim for their feet and where they're at, you can definitely punish that, and we all know Sonic is great at that. It's going to be how good can you keep them at ledge. Mimin pretty much has like one mix-up they like to do, which is pretty much like throw arms off at ledge, which if you call this out, and like then they have no jump off stage, and that's early stocks. And I've been seeing Peckham like pretty much going for that mix-up the majority of the time that they've been put at ledge. So there's definitely a couple of opportunities.
You're definitely right about that, but you do have to win advantage in the first place, and that is that's something that actually SuperGirlKels is doing pretty well. I mean, maybe you don't have, maybe you're not in an Omega stage, but it's Omega half the time, and maybe that counts for something as we're going to Town and City for game number 4. SGK. Oh man, Peckham was swinging the exact wrong way. Just this SuperGirlKels kind of mixing them up in this first 30 seconds here.
Yeah, if you watch her positioning, like you see how she's kind of constantly in the air like that. It's because like the order for Peckham to challenge that, they have to commit and throw their arms up. Like they can do like ram and jump, and we don't really see that. We mostly see that Peckham is expecting the spin dash on the ground, and then SuperGirlKels is like baiting that so that she can thread the needle and land on top of his head. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. See, like right there, there's the arms, air dodge above. There's a homing attack. Trying to catch the landing. Homing attack again on landing. Right now, Kels is definitely turning up. Like she's definitely making a hard adaptation right now. Okay, double jump is burnt. Almost forward smash the landing. See? Like, was aware that once that double jump was burnt, like, they were 100% committed to that. And they almost got checkmated, but there it was. Cleaned it up. Had a plan B ready. Okay, homing attack again on landing. Oh my gosh. See, like right now, Kels is on fire right now. Okay, there's the nair. Oh, okay. Luckily, the laser did not connect. If the laser connected, I actually could see Kels dying right there with how light Sonic is.
Yeah, no, absolutely, especially considering it's really not that far from the tip of the stage to the blast zone as you might think, or as the camera would lead you to believe. So, as SuperGirlKels is going to get connected on, with that dragon. You're talking about it, it opens its mouth, and that's generally when characters die. Such is the case right there for stock number 1.
It's a very dangerous game to burn your double jump and ever try to challenge Min for center stage. Because the only real options you have as a mix-up is Sonic's like, yeah, you have homing attack, but outside of that, you have aerials and air dodge, and if they just simply aim for where you have to land, it's checkmate. So you really got to make sure you're like paying attention to your risk management when you're dealing with this character at advantage.
The risk-reward assessment just is not there for you, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Gotcha. So, this is Peckham, who's, hey, you know what? That's a straightforward answer. I'm cool with it, but that's SGK trying to extend their arms just a little bit via F smash. They are going to connect, get them in disadvantage, and finally finish it off with the back air. That's Peckham down to their last stock of this game number 4. SGK mixing them around, putting them in the blender, and this is a full stock lead for the Sonic.
Okay, here we go again. Like right now, like,
oh, really? Was that
I don't even. I gotta see that again. Let me see that instant replay. Oh wow, was that like? I only saw for a split second, but it looked like it was like she spin dashed the other way and then somehow comboed that in the back air. Like hello. Okay, let's see this again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, got the air dodge, got the back air, set him up at ledge, homing attack, and homing attack back air. Oh. So it was a call out on like Peckham was going to end up swinging here. So Peckham mashed out a hit stun here with an aerial, and then just was answered instantly. That air dodge call out was great. Double jump was burnt. The double jump was burnt as well.
Yeah, no, they absolutely jumped on top of that immediately, and that was a beautiful, beautiful call out there by SGK. A super win for SuperGirlKels, and I think that was punctuated by that being a 0 to death, if I'm not mistaken. Please go back and check that. I
actually don't even know if it was a 0 to death, honestly, bro. See, like that right there, that's what I was talking about with that forward smash coming from Peckham right there at the end. Once that double jump is burnt, you really cannot challenge Min Min. You're just begging to get punched in the mouth.
And, well, punched in the mouth they got. Well, I mean, they got kicked. So I guess there's something to be said about that. Either way, game number 5, and Peckham, for as dominant as they looked, it seems like they're kind of on the back foot here. It really might just come down to who dominates on the last stage, and that seems to be the case. It's just come down to stage selection, with SuperGirlKels doing better on the big stages, and when the space is closed down, Peckham has been succeeding and thriving there.
I definitely can see that. It definitely seems like a matchup that's really dependent on the stages that are, you're able to use. So, yeah, this could honestly go either way, man, honestly, because like Kels has been doing an amazing job of adapting, but Peckham it's very noticeable that Peckham has a very clear strategy. And the thing is about Peckham's strategy is it only has to work like what, 2 or 3 times, like maybe get 2 or 3 openings and you're just dead. Kels I feel like has to work a little bit harder just because there's so much she has to work around whenever you're just covering the whole stage with arms.
It's such a rough proposition. I mean, it's if you are Peckham in this situation, I mean, maybe the nerves are getting to you. I can only imagine it's the same for both parties involved, one way or another. But again, this is Peckham's stage selection, and we're going right back. The final destination, an interesting choice here.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Oh my gosh!
No.
Take him. That air dodge.
Really?
Okay, Kels has a beat on what he's mashing out of hit. What Peckham is mashing out of hit stun now. So now that she has the answers to this, Peckham is better take notice of that. You better have the in-game awareness to notice that, because Kels is gonna be making plays off that the whole time. Double jump is burnt again. Air dodge to ledge. See, like once that double jump is burnt, now Kels is switching gears to like, okay, I'm just gonna aim where he has to land now. I know what's coming. Okay.
Oh yeah, swinging the wrong way though. Peckham seems to just kind of be turned around a little bit, and this is a rough go of things if you are this Min Min, as SuperGirlKels again just using their speed, using their gaining the ability to gain ground in neutral. That's just Peckham can't really keep up and is kind of forced to stay stationary and swing, while SuperGirlKels is able to take to the sky uninhibited and do things like that.
Rule number 1 of the Sonic matchup for literally everyone: forget you have a roll button, because it's just gonna get spin dashed. It's such a good tool for catching that almost every single time. So like the best way you can oh wow, that back air. Oh yeah. My gosh, knew that was coming. But the best way you can cover yourself defensively is honestly just your movement. Another thing that I know that Peckham could be making plays off of that I've not seen at all is honestly spot dodging the homing attack, because even if the homing attack lands way away from him, it has so much lag. He can literally set up Ram forward smash if he wants and just like delete this character, but we haven't really seen that come into play yet. Okay, there's again jumping out of hit stun again. Kels keeps on getting plays off that. That seems to be Peckham's panic option right now in hit stun. Okay, there's Watt coming through. Edge guard opportunity, pivot grab. Got some buffs. Angry Dragon. Nope. I thought that was going to clip for a second, but it didn't happen. Oh. But the neutral get up definitely will get caught, man. That's just... Man, neutral getting up against the Min Min, bro. That's rough, buddy. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that is a gamble with your livelihood. So now Peckham, all of a sudden, with stage control, that is a scary place to be against Min Min. All you've been doing is F-smashing. Look at this big green gameplay here.
Yep. Because why not, dude? It covers neutral get up. It covers roll. It covers jump. Like, It got better coverage than Geico, man. I'm telling you.
Just call it the 42 because it is the answer to all of life's problems. So we are going to, yeah, shout out to that. What's up? Peckham is going to, yeah, just kind of getting tossed around right now. SuperGirlKels, but the shield break that is huge and an F smash. SuperGirlKels right back into this thing, although suffering a lot of damage. Peckham responds instantly, and just like that, SuperGirlKels versus Peckham, Game 5, 1 stock apiece.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is a nightmare. This is actually a nightmare right now because right now, Peckham, all Peckham needs is a tech chase setup. Oh my, no.
Or jab block. Oh my, no.
You stop that right now, young man. I swear to God, this is a no. Oh my God, I thought that was it right there. I guarantee you, if he actually had the buffed arm on like the dragon arm, that would have been it. I would not have been surprised.
Wait a second, SuperGirlKels trying to get into Peckham's space, is able to jump out. Wait a second, gets caught by the dragon. Oh my God, you're actually neutral get up in again. Peckham has not scared SGK off of that quite yet. It's gonna get spin dash. Peckham not able to get out of range of that. And Peckham right now looking for this kill, trying to stay out of the way. SuperGirlKels trying to pick her spot and winds up behind him. This is terrifying if you're Peckham. Gets a disadvantage. Trails him in the air. SuperGirlKels survives in 5 games. Last stock. You gotta go fast against Sonic. Peckham simply could not keep up in the air.
I came right down to that jump out of hit stun habit every time out there in the blast zone, and Kel just kept answering it every time because it was 100% a panic option. Like, I honestly, God, really thought that Peckham could have clutched this because if you notice, a lot of these like straight hits from the spin dashes, like Peckham was just falling out of it, and the neutral just kept getting reset. It only took one opening with Ram or Tech Chase or anything, and that was it. That was amazing play from SuperGirlKels. I cannot believe that shield break actually happened, bro. Like the one thing I noticed that Peckham literally never did was spot dodge, man. Like, I never saw Peckham spot dodge at all, and that's super important in the matchup whenever you see that this character is constantly trying to, like, jump on that blind spot. Never really saw that come into play. Never really saw, like, up smash come into play. Never really saw up tilt come into play. But, like, yeah, like, it always came down to, like, holding shield or just, like, letting, like, Kels just kind of set up these mix-ups we saw her do on block all the time. And, yeah, he just kind of had to hold that.
It's a rough way to go out if you're Peckham, but SuperGirlKels with a superb performance in those 5 games. And you have to play on that stage counter pick. Peckham might have played themselves there because that was the stage where SuperGirlKels wound up winning in a pretty emphatic fashion. So that is a rough way to go out if you are Peckham, but 7th place in a tournament like that, not all that bad, but it is SuperGirlKels who moves on. So with that being said, folks, we are going to move on to the other side of losers bracket in the round of 8. It's going to be an interesting one as we're seeing Peckham. After we saw Peckham and SuperGirlKels, it's hard to imagine something that's going to top this. But here we are trying our best, I suppose.
It's been nothing but banger sets back to back to back, man. This has been an amazing experience, man. I hope everybody at home watching is having as much fun as we are right now because this has been a very tight tournament so far. This is going to be great. So we got BRAV, okay, Snake player versus